Okay, so it is day 2. I don't know where exactly I'm going to get to with editing. So husband is away for 3 days and 3 nights, so it's me running solo. Now I promised, sorry, these are actually reading glasses, so I kind of do need them to see the camera, because I wear contacts throughout the day. And don't mind the headband. I'll wash my hair and doing a hair mask. So my hair's just, anyway, so my husband went away for 3 days, 3 nights. This is day 2, night 2. I kind of wanted to do this because I could have gotten help. We could have gotten someone to come around to help. I've got family that could have come around throughout the days to give me a break. And I said to my husband, I wanted to experience solo parenting because I have a lot of followers who are either single mums or they've got partners that do shift work, do FIFO, so fly in, fly out kind of work, or what is it, DIDO, drive in, drive out work, and are away for extended periods of time. So I thought this would be really good for me to do these 3 days, 3 nights by myself with the kids, just to experience and reflect. So I didn't vlog today, so today was day 2. I've got tomorrow to get through, tomorrow evening. My husband comes home late tomorrow evening, so the kids will be snoring their heads off, and I probably will be too before he comes home. But yeah, I just thought I would do the second part of this vlog. Again, I don't know how I'm going to cut this up just yet, because day 1, I think I had like 3 hours of recording, which is just far too much. So anyway, day 2. I really just spent today relaxing, not super tired, but I took away some learning. So we took my son to daycare this morning, so it was just my daughter and myself at home. And when she went down for her nap, instead of editing my vlogs, I just started thinking if this was me full-time doing this, how I would do it. Now, it is very different being a full-time stay-at-home parent, full-time stay-at-home mum, compared to a working mum. And look, the differences is more, I'm home and the kids make a mess, I clean them, I make lunch, I've got to clean up. So it's not like I leave the house, the kids get dropped off either at family or school or daycare, and then we come home. My kids destroy the house throughout the day and I'm constantly cleaning it. So for me, I can't really find the similarities there, because me personally, I do find that working parents, their lives are just totally different. And look, I definitely take my hats off to those ones that are up early and have a strict routine to get things done. This morning I dropped my son off at daycare. It was 20 to 9. Some days he gets there at 8. It doesn't bother me because I don't have a paid job to go to, so whether he gets there at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, it doesn't affect me. So anyway, today I was doing some cooking in the kitchen, and I was thinking, well, if I was a single parent or a working parent, I wouldn't get these opportunities to cook throughout the day. How would you do it? So from a cooking point of view, I've got some tips. I would buy a slow cooker, a steam cooker, and I would dedicate 1 day a week to smash out your cooking. I would recommend doing online shopping, grocery shopping, online grocery shopping. I use Coles now, and the convenience is amazing, and I always shop the sales. And I spent 4 weeks at Aldi's, and then I converted back to Coles again, because I still found if I shopped the bargains or the sales at Coles, I could get a pretty similar price to Aldi's. The other thing I found, doing it solo is you've got to have discipline. So I'm pretty good now. I get the kids plates and bowls. So if you follow me on my Instagram account, I show up quite regularly that while the kids are down having their nap, I get myself set up for a successful evening routine. When the witching hour hits, my husband doesn't usually get home till 5:36, and by then the kids are usually finished dinner and they're running crazy. So as most parents would know, the lead up to dinner is the craziest. They're getting tired, they're hungry, they're exerting their last bit of energy, and you're just trying to get to the kitchen and get things done. So I have a really good routine there. If I was doing this solo, day in, day out, either as a single parent or for an extended period of time till my partner came home, I would have to have strict discipline things in place. Right now, I just make sure that I always get a load of washing done a day. Some days I don't, some days I do. I think if I was doing it solo, I would have to make sure I had a list of things I'd have to get done for that day, because you just don't get the downtime. Right now, it's 9:01. The kids are down. I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I'm exhausted because my daughter was up at 4 this morning. She could be up at 4 tomorrow. I'm very lucky now. My kids are sleeping through, but we still get the odd night where my daughter will wake. And you have to resettle her. So that is tough if you are solo parenting and getting that lack of sleep. The other thing I would say is you need to get yourself a group of girls that have children that you can relate to, that you can bounce ideas off and get comfort from. You need to find your tribe and connect with them. I think that's really important. I've got a great group of girlfriends. Some have kids, some don't have kids, and I love catching up with them. We have a great time. But when it comes to parenting, the frustrations and those sort of things, you need a mum that can relate, or a mum that can listen and understand and give advice. The other thing I found is, yesterday we were pretty good. We were busy, we were doing things. I probably overdone it yesterday, to be honest, and all the things that we done. But today I definitely found, this morning, trying to get my son ready for daycare, getting Little Miss, feeding them, showering them, I had a much shorter tolerance of their behaviors this morning. They weren't doing anything super wrong, but I was just very short with them. I was getting agitated because I'd been up so early. So I don't know how you single parents do it. I think though it's really important to remind yourself that they're children. They are learning and they're developing, and we have to approach them in a way that we can get on their level and they understand. Because I constantly found myself just going, don't do that, don't do that. And all they were doing was being really noisy. There's nothing wrong with being really noisy. If you can, try and give yourself a break, whether that's you join a gym and the kids go to the creche, someone comes around and watches them, the kids go down to bed and you tan, paint your nails, do a facial, do a hair mask. You need to have that me time. And I found this really interesting when I caught up with my GP last week, and she says, do you have me time? And I said, of course I do. I catch up with my girlfriends. Once the kids go down, hubby and I just relax. And she said, no, like just you. And I went, well, not really, because my kids don't nap at the same time, and I might get the odd day here and there when they do, or in the evenings if my husband goes to the gym, I can get some quiet time. And she said it is so important for your own well-being, to de-stress, to clear everything out. It's to just have you time. No girlfriends, no children, no husband, just you. And that's when I started going for these walks. So I go for a walk 2 times a week, morning or evenings. I take the dog, just to clear my head and not be mum watching the kids and picking up that and moving these things and answering the questions. I can just zone out. So look, I don't know if any of these things are beneficial or not. I literally just sat down before I went to bed and I thought, I feel like updating you guys on some things. So there you go. Look, I might film tomorrow again. I'm not too sure. I do have my mum and grandma coming over to play with the kids and watch the kids, and look, to be honest, give me a bit of a break because I am getting a little bit tired. So I'm hoping the kids do sleep well tonight. But look, I'll leave it there and we'll talk soon. Look at this little girl. Look at this little girl.